All right, good morning everyone. Welcome to another video. It's just after 7 o'clock, 7:15 right now. Got David here behind the camera. He's gonna be joining me for short swim. Well, not too short. I think we got 4 to 5K threshold swim set, and then easy bike, which I'll probably be doing on the trainer today. And then nice and easy, steady hour runoff. Just woke up about an hour ago, did some work. The new Garmin Fenix 8 just launched actually, so for those of you that don't know, I used to be a software engineer at Garmin, so I'm always excited when a new watch comes out. Sadly, I don't have access to the employee discount anymore, so I don't think I'll be picking one up anytime soon, but we'll see, maybe eventually. It looks pretty cool. It has a new speaker and a microphone and a bunch of new colors. Anyway, finished doing some work. I started eating, and then I remembered David was coming over to film, so I stopped eating so I could show you guys what I'm going to be having before I go to the swim. To start, I already actually made a mug cake, so pretty much what I have, got a bunch of athletes blowing up my phone. Pretty much every morning what I have before any relatively hard session, I'll make a mug cake with baking soda, because baking soda helps buffer lactic acid. I think Morton actually makes a very similar product. It's like the Morton bicarb system, except it costs like not a couple $100, but it's like $60 or $70, and baking soda costs like, 60 cents. So I make a mug cake with baking soda, chocolate replenish, and some protein powder, so that way I get my protein and electrolytes in. As always, code NVDM to save on any raw and Revive products. But now we need some more carbs, so put the baking soda away. And I think for breakfast we got some jam. And Davey, you know what goes well with jam?
Toast?
Yes, but berries.
Ooh,
So
even better.
got some berries, and my favorite, my parents get mad because I eat so much of it, honey. So, and then we have one of these rice cakes, and I'm gonna have a little mini tortilla. So what I usually do is spread some jam. Now I get a lot of questions asking Parker, how much do you eat? Do you track calories and whatnot? Honestly, with being in peak Ironman training, I was telling David this a few days ago. I eat till I'm full, and then I eat a little bit more. I go through a couple jars of peanut butter a week. I try to prioritize carbs and protein, and then get in the rest of my calories through fats. The nice thing about living at home is mom's always cooking, so I usually just finish whatever my mom and dad don't eat for dinner. Usually that's some sort of meat protein source, so fish, steaks, lots of avocados, lots of eggs. If this was like a long bike session, like for example on Saturday I have a 5-hour bike and a run off of as well, I'd probably have some more protein, some more eggs before I go out, just because it'd be a while before I ate again. But since this swim shouldn't take too long, I will be back soon where I can have more real food, so if I have eggs or something like that before the bike. What you have for breakfast, Dad?
Eggs, avocado, toast, egg whites.
There you go.
Raw, healthy breakfast.
Like I said, I don't really track macros. I do try to get around 150 grams of protein. I weigh between 140 and 150, and so I try to shoot for 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. But yeah, I'm gonna chop on this down, and then we'll be headed to the pool. Cheers.
One one of the questions that's come up a couple times is whether you even really like swimming. Can you talk about what your history is with that?
Yes.
Where you are now.
So I guess I do kind of have a love-hate relationship with swimming. I am, out of the 3 disciplines, swim, bike, run, swim is definitely my weakest, and it's kind of the hardest I've found to get better at, just because it is so technique-based. And for someone who's, I wouldn't say I'm an adult onset swimmer, but definitely a late start to swimming, it's been more of a challenge. But I do enjoy seeing the progress, as you know, in all 3 sports. And so I have found that just putting in the consistency, the time, the reps in the pool, it has shown progress. And yeah, I mean, I think the feeling I get after a good swim, I feel better after that, I think, than after like a tough bike or a tough run, just because I struggle to swim more than with any of the other 3 disciplines. But I found actually the best way to improve has been backing off a bit on the bike and the run volume. Now, that being said, last week was my biggest bike week ever. But yeah, really focusing, putting more emphasis on swimming when I'm fresh, fueling more when I'm swimming. So I used to really never take in any fuel during swims, but now pretty much every hard swim set, I'll bring a bottle of either a couple scoops of raw fuel, or today I think I just have cranberry juice because I'm running low on raw fuel. So I'll put some cranberry juice in here, some electrolytes, and I've found that I've been able to hold on to my forearm technique a lot more at the end of the swim sets as well, for like threshold swims. So like, for example, today we have 7x300, and yeah, hoping to hold, you know, kind of go off like a 120 pace, and then try to increase from there. In the past, I'd always go out in the swim workouts kind of, you know, as hard as I can go, and I'd always end up blowing up. But recently I've been trying to take a little bit of a different approach. So not go out as hard, and then kind of how I do actually in bike and run workouts, and try to progress every interval. So yeah, I'll try to start off at a 120 pace, and then see how it goes. But should be a good one.
So, do you even like swimming?
Yes, I do like swimming. I do. I mean, if you're swimming as much as, or I don't know if I swim a lot, but you know, I'm swimming between 20 to 25,000 yards a week, and you kind of have to enjoy it if you're going to be doing it long term. So yes, I do enjoy it. Alright, well, warm-up is done. Got Aquafit blasting 80s music, so we know it's going to be a good set. I always like warming up with some type of restraint, so either drag socks or this ankle band, just so when I start the main set, the first rep always feels a little bit easier. But that feeling quickly goes away after you get into the meat and potatoes. But yeah. 7x300, as I said, I'm going to try to start out at 4 minutes and see how it goes. Got the form goggles on, so I'll know my splits. Should be a good one.
So, what was the purpose of today's workout? Because 7x300s, that's a tough set.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough set, but it's not the hardest set I'm going to be doing. So, you know, there's two things. Whenever I do a workout with Natasha, especially in the pool, and it goes really well, it's always good and bad, because it's good that I did well, but then it's bad because I know next week it's going to be a progression and it's probably going to be harder. So I already know coming up I have 8x400, you know, 10x400 I think will be the final progression. But the reason why we're doing some of these longer reps is because in past Ironman builds, we've been doing a lot of shorter stuff, trying to be like faster than race pace, which has been working well. But I've also noticed that I have fallen off, and even in the pool, you know, after like a 3, 4, 500, I start to fall off pace. And so what we're trying to do is trying to, you know, extend my threshold a bit, because, you know, in an Ironman, you're not swimming a 4 or 500, you're swimming, you know, 4,000 yards. So yeah, it was a tough set today. The minute rest did help a bit, but I went out, first one was a 4-minute, and then each one after that was a second or two faster. I wonder who that guy is. Some biker. We will be biking today. I think I'm actually going to be biking on the road bike inside. I don't know if I want to get the TT bike all set up, but anyway, yeah, the swim, yeah, it went well. 7x300, last one closed with like a 3:49, so that's like a 1:16 pace, which is right up there with one of my fastest ever 300. So yeah, good day in the pool. I know David had a good swim. David, your swim go well?
Got through it.
There we go. Yeah, so now we're gonna go home, have some eggs, some more carbs, and then hop on the bike.
Post bike, how we feeling?
Not bad. Pretty, wasn't too bad of a workout today. Just some cadence work, whatnot, some high cadence. You should have been here yesterday. We had intervals at 100 RPM. Woo! Those got spicy. No, we had some low cadence work today, just in the cool down now. But yeah, low cadence was, I like low cadence. Low wattage too, like zone 2. I find that after taking a few days easy, like I have Sunday, Monday, doing a little bit of big gear, just helps get a little pop back in the legs. And then we got the meat and potatoes tomorrow and Saturday. So yeah, usually 2.5 hours.
And what are we about to go do?
David and I about to go run to the porta potty in St. James Farm and then run back. So 8 miles, give or take, hour. Oh, and we got a very special delivery. I want to show you guys some new swag we got. So as soon as I finish this, yeah, I'll do a little unboxing too. Well, here we are with the goodie box. I already opened it up, but inside we had a shirt and socks. And at first I was a little confused as what the FTGU means, but then it actually said so. From the ground up. So I'm going to be repping this on my next arm day, which probably going to be in the off season. But we also got the new performance socks, which I will be wearing probably on the treadmill workout Thursday. And then inside the box you also have the new raw salt, which is great for people who cramp a lot. So it's just sodium chloride in the vial. You can take it, I usually put it in my race belt when I'm running. So yeah, very helpful. And we had one of those white water bottles in there that I was using downstairs. So now I have 2 of them. I have one for the swim, one for the run, or for the bike, and I just need one more for the run. And then we'll have all 3 here. But Yeah, anyway, there's that goodie box. Huge thank you to Raw for sending this out. The best in the game. Really appreciate it. Actually, they have a new, I haven't told David this, but they have a new Raw Endurance website coming. So a website just for endurance products. Very excited for that. Speaking of endurance, we got to go get a run in. And I'm also going to put my Stride Pod on the charger because we got a treadmill workout on Thursday, which, were you filming that too, David?
Yeah.
I think we'll be filming that too. But we're probably not going to be filming this run because I don't know about you, David, but I don't want to be running with that camera.
I think I'll pass.
But it's just going to be an easy run anyway, so maybe I'll throw in some footage from last week's run if I have any of that. And if not, then yeah, I think that'll do it for today. Pretty solid day. How about you, David?
Ready to run, cap it off.
All right, let's go do it. We'll see you guys whenever we start training again. Well, good morning. Hopefully this time this recording works. This is currently my third time trying to do this little clip because the first two times, well, the first time the microphone wasn't turned on. The second time it was turned on, but then it wasn't plugged into the camera. So this is the third time taking this clip. But anyway, it is Thursday morning today. Didn't film yesterday, but it was a big day. It's early today actually too. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but it is 5:19 in the morning. Had a big day yesterday, as I mentioned. Outside bike, 100 miles, just over 4 hours. Saturday we have 5 hours, but I don't think actually the workout's going to be as hard. We had a lot of threshold work yesterday on the bike. And during the last threshold rep, 1 minute left, I hear flies on the windscreen playing through my headphones, and suddenly Death Is Everywhere, is blasting. I'm like, oh, wow, how fitting. Anyway, we got her done. Probably the best set I've executed on the bike yet. Heart rate was relatively low. Felt good. 237 normalized power for 4 hours and 30 minutes, which is like only 10 watts lower than what I've pushed at Ironman races. So that's not bad, in the middle of an Ironman training block in the heat. Granted, Kona will be in the heat too, but yeah, felt good. Then we shuffled a 10K. Then we stopped at a Chick-fil-A, got ourselves a banana pudding milkshake, which you should definitely pick up if you like bananas and or pudding. And then we swam. And then we came home and did another couple hours of work on the computer. So, very fun and eventful day. And talking about eventful days, today is going to be even more eventful. We have to pretty much knock out 4 workouts by 5:30. We have a swim to do, easy swim. In the past, my hard swims were on Wednesday or on today, but I was showing up fatigued to them because my hard bike workouts were the day before, and I'm just not too strong or that strong with swimmer where I can still execute a very good swim after a hard bike. So we pushed the hard swims to Tuesday, which I already did. So today it's more of like an aerobic continuous swim. And then I do have a hard treadmill workout, which I think David said he will try to come and film a bit. And then I have a strength session, and then an easy bike. And then I'm actually going to go watch one of my athlete's sons. He's doing his first cross country, or competing in his first cross country race today. So I think I'm going to go watch that at 6. We'll see. But speaking of big days, Mom, you had a big day yesterday?
Yes, I did, but I feel pretty good.
Yeah, what did you do? You did strength and swimming?
I did strength and swimming each 25 minutes or half hour.
There you go. She's a hybrid athlete. Strength. She doesn't even know what a hybrid athlete is. But what were you telling me about your swim?
That was frustrating because when I do stroke, I stop. I don't seem to glide as far as the other people next to me. They're like stroke and they're ahead. And I need to do more strokes, which it's not the right way to swim, so I don't know.
Yeah, that kind of sums up my entire swimming career, but it is what it is. As I was saying though, we got a busy day, so I think I'm going to finish this little clip, and then I have to do some work, eat some breakfast, and hopefully be in the pool by 7, be done swimming by 8:30, on the bike by 9:30 or so, start running by, I always like to bike before I run, so half-hour bike, and on the run, it's still early. on the treadmill by 10:30. And then, yeah, we got strength in the afternoon, so should be a good day. Just finished up the warm-up, 4 miles or so. Now I'm gonna have a bite of my banana and then get back to the set. The workout today, 3 by 12 minutes, threshold effort. Not really too worried about pace since it's on the treadmill, and I'm gonna be doing incline work, so probably between 2 and 4% for all the intervals. I just gonna try to get my heart rate up around 160 or so, and then we only have 1 minute recovery between each, so it'll be a quick one, but a tough one for sure. So yeah, have a bite of my banana. Gonna have a bite of my banana, and then we'll get to it. Workout dusted, 3 by 12. That was a scorcher to say the least. 4, 3, and 2%. Pretty happy with how it went. Extended it from 2 weeks ago. We did 4 by 8, roughly the same paces. So yeah, not a bad day at the office. And thanks for David for dropping everything, going over to the last bit of this set. David, how's your day been?
It's been a mess, man.
Oh, you guys don't even want to know. Anyway, we got cooled down to hit 11 miles, and then got to go lift weights, and then a very important meeting. I got to go pick up my mom at work. Dad overbooked himself again, so I'm gonna go get my mom, and then we got that cross country meet. So yeah, should be going. See if we get any more footage. If not, oh, Insta360's coming back tomorrow, so maybe you guys will see some of that footage later in the week. I don't know. We'll see. All right, enough talking. I'm done feeling like a movie star for the day. It's a mental toll. All right. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's gonna do it. If you guys want to see a full, not necessarily recap, but David and I just filmed a pretty long interview that I think will be going on the Raw website or Raw YouTube channel. That's why we got all this stuff here. If you guys want to check that out, then yeah, head on over to the Raw YouTube channel or the Instagram. I'm not sure where it's going to be posted, but just kind of goes into my mentality, mindset, why I'm training for Kona, how I started training for a triathlon. So you guys may enjoy that. But that's going to do it for today's or this week's training video. Not too sure what's going to come next. Actually, I think I may do we got a pretty big Saturday coming up. We have a hard swim, actually not too hard of a bike, and then race pace runoff. So it would be like a 6-7 hour day. So maybe I'll film that with the Insta360 and some footage from this camera. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. Once again, big thanks to David for filming, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.